The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense will get the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be?
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Georgia Southern's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside the...
Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The play-action fake. Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, Eagles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get it TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And a great job by the defense stringing that ball along. But when I'm the offensive player, man, I see I'm not going to get anywhere, lower my shoulder, get that extra 2 or 3 yards to always try to make the situation more manageable on the next down.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Eagles will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and then did the rest. And they put points on the board.
big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Returner is tackled down at
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking for room, it's Lee.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down. Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down, they'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take it in. Six more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not...
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Back to pass. It's Bryant. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
That makes the score. Georgia Southern 28, App State 10.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal, Will.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Snagged in the middle, it's Hooks. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to barge their way in. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw on the end.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the returner will be knocked down. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field.
29 Philly.
Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
Open spaces. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Creates a little room. Runs through the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's hooks. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Turns it on in midfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, number 19. Quick step and go. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Going right to work up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got to...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To the air on first down. On target. Touchdown, App State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Gets open down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain. As he steps out of bounds with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. That's reeled in. It's Ware. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Eagles! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bryant. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He wants to throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Smashes through the tackle. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Off-play action on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Proctor. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why...
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Bryant. Finds his man. It's Ware. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
Number 39 on the field goal.
Good, right down the boulevard.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Bryant. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Fires left. Makes a connection. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
17-yard line. First down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air, it's Bryant. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The screen, and watch out. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the match.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
3rd down coming up.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to